So it's been about a week and a half since I locked my hair. And I'm just trying to keep y'all updated on how it looks. I haven't washed it yet. I am not gonna wash it for about 6 weeks. I hope I can get there. In this video, I'm showing you guys how I maintain my scalp from being dirty or itchy. Keep on watching. So I ordered some new products from Amazon. I will put the link in the description box if you guys want to check them out. This is what I use on my scalp when I need to wash my hair, but I can't. I used this a lot when I was a loose natural, and I'll be continuing to use it even more now that I have locks, because you can't wash your hair super often, especially when you first start out your lock journey. I'm gonna start by showing you the retwisting tools first. There are 3 wooden ones with 1, 2, or 3 hooks. Close up. I really wanted it for these pieces because I feel like this is easier, but it's not as sharp as I thought it would be. So I don't know how well this will work. I'm not retwisting my hair yet. I just bought them to be proactive. So once I retwist my hair in a couple weeks, I'll show you guys which tool I use and which ones work the best. The next product is this Elzaveca Milky Piggy Hell Pour Perfect Wine Sparkling Peeling Pad. Yes, it's a very long name, and there's some like funny characters on here. I was struggling to open the box, so I had to pause my videoing. So this is what it looks like. They're basically, it's really for your face. My friend introduced it to me. It's supposed to like exfoliate your skin. There's one side for exfoliating, and then there's another side for like cleaning up whatever dirt or dead skin that you exfoliated. But once I used it on my scalp once, and I've just started using it on my scalp instead of my face ever since, because it just works really well, and I really like it for, like, you know, when you're in a rush and you can't really wash your hair, but you know that your hair needs to get a little bit of a cleansing without actually like dousing your hair in water from the shower. I've used this multiple times on my scalp, and it just feels like really refreshed, and I just started using it on my hair instead of my face. And so I bought it because I ran out. I used the last 2 about a week after I got my locks, and I said that I needed to refill it before I needed it again, because I won't be washing my hair for 6 weeks. So I'm definitely going to need this. I wouldn't use it more than once per week because it is a peeling pad. It's going to exfoliate your scalp. It's gonna, you know, take up whatever like dead skin and like product oils that are there. So I wouldn't use it more than once per week. And I definitely noticed that I needed to oil my scalp after I used it. So once you use it, I would oil my, like, wait a couple minutes to let like the product dry on your scalp, and then put some oil on there. Like I use mint almond oil. Yeah. I'm not sure what all the ingredients are in this product because it's in some like foreign language, but it is red wine, and red wine is really good for hair and skin. So this is like not a bad product. It's really, really good. And I've tested it multiple times. I've had it for a couple months now, and it's really, really good. There's a little bit of liquid in here at the bottom to keep the pads moist, so it doesn't dry out. And for my head, I use about 2 pads. one for each side. Like two should be good for your head if you have like a big head like mine, but if you have a smaller head, one pad should be fine. So this is the oil that I'm currently using on my scalp when I exfoliate it, and I try to put the oil on my scalp a couple days per week. I forget, like I don't use it every day like I'm supposed to, but I do try to oil my scalp when I see that it's getting a little bit dry. I used this when I was a loose natural and I really like it, so I'm continuing to use it until I get the new oil for my locks. It's called Island Oil from Mango and Lime or something like that. Once I get it in the mail, I'll show it to you guys. So I'm about to show you guys how I oil my hair with this Mayel mint almond oil. It doesn't really have a nozzle that's like pointed, but I still just use it like this. Basically I just go and I let it run through each section like that's parted, and that's it. Once I finish doing this, I just run my fingers through my scalp and massage the oil into my scalp, just to stimulate some blood flow and make sure like the oil is on like every inch of my scalp. Like this. Especially at the edges. And once that's done, I put that section away so I can do the other sections. Basically, I do it in 4 sections. So once the oil has been applied all over my scalp. I usually run my hands down the strands of my hair because the oil will be on my hands, so I just run it down and try to make sure like the ends of my locks are coated with the oil as well. And if I feel like massaging my scalp some more, I continue to do that because it feels really good. Yeah. All right, and once that is done, I usually go and take a shower. I do this at nighttime, and then I take a shower so that the hot water steam can kind of add a little razzle dazzle, you know what I'm saying, to add even more moisture to the hair. I don't know if that does anything special, but I do it at nighttime and then I take a shower. I don't put like a shower cap or anything. I just put my hair up in a ponytail because I don't want it to get wet. But I do want it to be steamy. My edges look a little sparse. That's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna take a shower. BRB.
2 weeks later.
So it's been officially 2 weeks since I've locked my hair. Ooh. And today I'm gonna show you how I kind of like clean my scalp a little bit. It's really itchy and really dry right now. And I'm starting my rotations tomorrow, and I need to have kind of like a freshen up of my scalp. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that today with my little peeling pad. Oh, it's not open. Sugar. And like I mentioned, I use 2 of them. One for each side of my head, and section this real quick. There's no real art to it. I literally just go through and make sure that my scalp is just exfoliated a little bit. And I use, this is the side that's like exfoliating. Sometimes I run out of this side and then I end up having to use this side. But it's pretty straightforward. There's no like method to it. It's not rocket science. I'm just cleansing my scalp, freshening it up a little. Maybe I should do a close-up of how my scalp is before. Let me see. So I kind of want to give you guys a close-up of my scalp before. I've done one side of my head already, so I'm giving you the dirty side. I'm not sure what you're seeing right now, but I want to show you how dry my scalp is before and how it looks after I use the peeling pad. So it's very simple. I just go through each part, and like I showed you guys how I oil my scalp, I just rub it along that part and maybe like in between each lock and at the front of my scalp where my edges are, and then I move to the next section. Very straightforward. Like I had mentioned before, this is with red wine, which is very good for your hair. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I have new growth. Like, it's growing. This is how it looks at 2 weeks. I don't want to know what it looks like at 6 weeks. God, I hope I can get to 6 weeks without washing my hair. I've never done that long before. I think the most I've done is like 3 weeks. So once one side is dry, I have to switch to the other side of the pad that's moist to get all the dirt off my scalp. And normally I would only use 2 pads, but because my hair is like parted and you can see my scalp compared to when I was a loose natural and I would like put my hair up in a puff when it was dirty, I find that I have to use a total of 4 pads now. Because you can see my scalp and it's quite dirty. So I did the front side. I won't show you guys the back because it's just boring. Okay, so my whole head has been scrubbed with the pads. I'm gonna go through and show you guys how it looks after. I don't know if you can tell a difference or not. It feels a lot different. It feels more clean, feels refreshed. And if you see that you find any like residue, you can go back through with the pad and just clean that up. It might not look different, but it feels a lot different. It feels refreshed, and that's why I like using it. So once the entire scalp has been scrubbed with the pads and cleansed, you can let it air dry, and then you can go through like I showed you with your oil and oil your scalp. Sometimes I don't do that the very same day. I might let it stay overnight and then I oil my scalp in the morning. No specific reason, I just feel like I like to let the red wine kind of like soak in my scalp a little bit before I put the oil on top of it. But you can do it like a couple minutes after if you need to. I'm gonna give you a little spin. Yeah, I'm really liking my hair. It is getting a bit frizzy. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. And sometimes the ends of my hair kind of like stick together. I do need a trim. I needed one before I got my hair locked, but I didn't have time to do it, and I didn't have time to do it after she had locked my hair either, because like I said in my last video, I finished at 1 o'clock in the morning and I was just over it, like, honestly. So this is probably the end of this video. Please subscribe to my channel, share this video, leave a comment below, let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Yeah, bye.